Welcome back from lunch. Those of you grabbing dessert in the back, come on and take a seat. We're going to get started. Before I introduce our next general session, which is Spain from tapas to tasting menus, cuisine in perpetual motion, I want to just mention a couple of upcoming CIA programs. First of all, Menus of Change, which is a partnership with the Harvard School of Public Health. How many of you have been to our main campus in New York? Okay, very good. So if you haven't been recently, a couple years ago, through the generosity of the Marriott Foundation, we were able to build a major conference center there, and our main sort of flagship conference on the East Coast now is the Menus of Change Conference, which works to integrate a future vision for the industry that looks at health imperatives, that looks at sustainability imperatives, obviously taste and deliciousness, which is the core of what we are all about, but looking at it from a business pathway. How do you make money doing the kinds of things that we know we need to do more of going forward? So that program is coming up June 14th to the 16th. There's a little bit of a special offer for folks at this conference. If you want to make a note there, a 10% discount on the current tuition. Tremendous insight, I think, into the future of a lot of these issues, as well as some great culinary talent. So don't miss that program. And then we have another great academic partnership with MIT, actually the MIT Media Lab, very, very creative group of people inventing the future. And this is called Rethink Food. This is our innovation conference focused on innovation at the intersection of food, technology, behavior, and design. That's here at this campus in November 4th to the 6th, which is the old time slot for Worlds of Flavor. So for those of you that mentally never made the adjustment to the fall or to the spring, you can join us in November. And then next year's conference, the date is April 26th to the 28th. And our theme next year is World Flavors Casual by Design. And so we have a great program coming up for you for next year. I also want to just briefly announce another announcement here to an important extension of the Worlds of Flavor brand, which is our first ever industry Learn Letter. The first Worlds of Flavor Learn Letter will arrive in many of your inboxes today, hopefully all of your inboxes. Its mission as a professional development tool is to help you apply the inspiration and business tools inspired by global cuisines year-round. And using the CIA's pedagogy of lecture, demo, tasting, you'll find ideas to help boost traffic, enhance health and wellness, and explore new territories in flavor. If you're a member of the CIA's extended family, our alumni, conference attendees, and professional customers, you should not have to sign up for the Learn Letter. If you're new to the family, please consider signing up for this valuable tool by giving a business card to Scott Allmendinger. Scott, are you at the back of the room there, raising his hand? Scott, thank you. And he'll forward the debut issue to you along with the sign-up. Our friends at Smart Brief, probably many of you get one or two Smart Brief publications in your morning inbox. Those folks are providing their leadership technology to us, but this is a 100% CIA branded product with the same level of CIA content you've come to expect from this conference. And I'd also like to just mention and thank Unilever Food Solutions for stepping up as the title sponsor of this project and now enabling us to move forward. We still have some limited number of sponsorships available for our other partners as well. If you're interested, see Scott Allmendinger. Okay, so now what I'd like to do, with no further ado, is to introduce our moderator for this session, someone that is a fabulous talent in Spain, one of the leading lights in Spain right now, and also a longtime friend of the CIA. If you've never been to her restaurant, you have got to go. She has a whole, actually, collection of restaurants in Alicante. Maria Jose San Román is the co-owner and executive chef of Grupo Gourmet in Alicante, Spain, with a collection of 5 restaurants, including her landmark Monastrell, for which she was awarded a Michelin star in 2013, and La Taberna del Gourmet, winner of the National Award for Best Bar in Spain. And if you're going to go to Spain and you're going to go to one tapas bar, and it's not really just a tapas bar, you got to go to this place. I was just there 2 months ago. She blends Mediterranean tradition with creative innovation to bring classic Spanish ingredients to the contemporary restaurant table. Maria's cuisine is based on a philosophy and vision that celebrates the bounty and flavor of local ingredients with distinctive style, recognized as both Spain's Queen of Saffron, what an incredible title, and a leading authority on extra virgin olive oil, and I would add super virgin olive oil, what is at the absolute forefront of innovation and technology there. She's renowned as an international ambassador of Spanish culinary excellence. Her cuisine pays homage to a wide range of classic flavors from her Spanish coastal roots, including extra virgin olive oil, rice, seafood, and saffron. I don't know if you all had her paella last night, but it's like, where do you get paella like that? The restaurants in Grupo Gourmet Alicante, which is a gastronomic project founded in 1975, together celebrate a distinctive Spanish gastronomy and contribute to Alicante's status as one of the top hospitality centers in Spain. Warm welcome, please, for Maria José San Román.
Too many things. Oh my God. I thought I was going to introduce myself, but oh, here. But today I'm really happy to bring other friends from Spain, chefs. You've got a map in front of you. So Spain is very big. We have a lot of coast, but today we have 4 chefs, 2 coming from Catalonia and another 2 coming from Andalusia. And they all share the issue of this conference. They come from tapas to haute cuisine or to degustation menus. They all have many things in common, but they are all totally different. They have their own personality, and that they will do themselves. But they share the culture of the gastronomy in Spain and the products. We always try to be local. They are all by the sea. And let me first introduce you to José Alvarez. He's going to be the first one. He's located in Almería. The restaurant is called La Costa in El Ejido. And in Europe, everybody knows, most of the people know that Almería is the place where more sun in Europe. So that makes the industry of vegetables grow there since many, many years. So that is one of the items he's based on, is vegetables, because they all grow here all year round. And you had the possibility last night, and maybe, I don't know if the market is going tonight too, he brought tomato ruff from Almería. They grow in the winter. January, everybody gets so surprised when they get such a good tomatoes in Spain. Rough tomatoes is one of the things he's very much focused in. But of course, he's by the coast. You know, Spain, we are second fish eaters in the world. So we always have fresh catch fish, which was difficult to bring here. We all were in trouble with the fish. And of course, he's in Andalusia. He's using extensively olive oil in his dishes. But today he's bringing a dish that has been awarded as one of the 10 best ideas in Spain last year as a dish. And it's going to be around sherry wine. You know sherry, but maybe you don't know as much as he does. And he's playing with a fish and all the kind of sherries we have. I think he's better start on this. Thank you. Jose?
The Costa restaurant is located in the heart of the Plastic Sea, 12,000 hectares of greenhouses that produce fruits and vegetables to supply the best market in Europe. The constant evolution of agriculture has favored enrichment. The José Alvarez kitchen, he has a cook, innovate products, and experiment before they go to market.
¿Es berenjena esto?
Sí, sí, que es roja y pequeña, fíjate.
Parece un tomate cherry.
Un tomate cherry, sí.
The seafood is an important part of his kitchen. This is supplied every day in local market, that fish market. Green Sea and Blue Earth is the name of his gourmet menu inspired by the vegetal and sea of plastics, greenhouses and fish of the Mediterranean. The excellence is a constant in the Team La Costa. They work at frenetic pace from early morning to prepare the lovely dishes served in the room. In Michelin star for his restaurant 2006 and since then has not stopped innovating to surprise their customers every day.
Hello. Thank you to the FIA. I am José Alvarez, restaurant, La Costa Restaurant. Bueno, me va a traducir. Como habéis podido ver, mi restaurante, yo vengo de la tradición. Mi restaurante, perdón, tiene 60 años. Me he criado en un bar, en un restaurante.
As you've been able to see, my restaurant comes from tradition. It's 60 years old, and it's where I grew up.
Claro, y bueno, nunca buscamos, siempre mi padre ha tenido los mejores cocineros, yo he aprendido ahí con mi madre también, y nunca buscamos la estrella Michelin, nada de eso, es más, nos enteramos, bueno, ahora.
So my dad's always had the best chefs, and my mother as well, and that's where I learned, and we never looked for Michelin stars or anything like that.
Sí, nos enteramos, lo voy a contar, a través de una revista del corazón.
Found out that basically through a tabloid that we'd gotten
Sí, porque nos
our
llamó,
first Michelin star because they didn't call us.
nos llamó un proveedor, nos dijo,
A supplier called and said, hey,
nos dio la enhorabuena,
congratulations.
tiene la estrella Michelin, digo yo no, La Costa, La Costa, digo, no, a mí no me ha llamado nadie, no sé nada.
I said, congratulations, you have one Michelin star. I said, me? No. Nobody's ever called us.
Digo, otro restaurante de La Costa en mi ciudad, en mi provincia, será. Y yo miré en la revista y ponía La Costa, Almería. Digo, lo sabía, no era.
I thought that it had to be another restaurant named La Costa in our area or something like that. And I looked in the guide and it said it was
Claro.
us.
Y bueno, llamamos a Michelin y entonces ya nos lo confirmamos y nos subieron. Una cosa que nunca buscamos, pero bueno, estamos muy agradecidos, estamos aquí, encantados. Si no fuera por esas cosas no podríamos estar.
And then the guide called us and said it was true, and
Sí.
now we're here, and we're excited to be here.
Bueno, voy a contar más o menos para que se ubiquen. Estoy en el sur de España
So just to give everybody an idea, we're in the south of Spain.
y estoy en una zona de invernadero, el mayor productor de Europa. Hay 12.000 hectáreas de cultivo, casi todo, bueno, hay ecológico y biológico, es muy natural.
So it's a greenhouse area. It's 12,000 hectares of greenhouses. It's one of the biggest in Europe, and it's where a lot of vegetables and all sorts of things come from.
Y claro, mi menú degustación va centrado todo en productos de verdura y mar, que lo tengo a 10 kilómetros, es muy marino también.
So the tasting menu is based primarily in these vegetables that come from the area and also from seafood that comes from 10 miles away.
Vale, y mi menú degustación le hago un honor a la tierra donde he nacido y se llama Verde Mar y Tierra Azul, porque desde arriba, desde el espacio, los invernaderos parece el mar, pero si quitamos la cubierta, es 12.000 hectáreas verdes de cultivo de verdura.
So the tasting menu is an homage to where I'm from. It's called Green Sea, Blue Land. And the idea is that the greenhouses are like a green sea of vegetables. And if you took off the top, you'd see all the vegetables and everything underneath.
Muy bien, pues nada, vamos a empezar con los platos. El primer plato es una crema de tomate RAF, que en teoría allí dicen que es el mejor, no sé aquí, pero allí lo dicen.
So the first dish is a cream of a type of tomato called Raf, is the cultivar, and apparently it's said that it's one of the best tomatoes in the world.
Vale, y es un tomate, el tomate autóctono de allí, de invierno, necesita pocas horas de luz, frío de noche para que se estrese, y el agua con la que lo riegan es agua con mucha densidad, mucha sal, para que sufra y crezca muy despacito. Así es muy dulce y muy ácido a la vez.
So
Tiene
this
contraste.
cultivar of tomato is a winter tomato
Vale.
that doesn't need a lot of sunlight, doesn't need a lot of water, and the water that it is given is heavily salty, so that the final flavor of the tomato is sour, sweet, salty. It's very densely flavored.
Vale, y lo que hemos hecho es coger el tomate.
So we took the tomato,
El tomate lo hemos
so we
triturado.
ground the tomato
Sí, le hemos puesto sal
with salt
y un aceite de arbequina andaluza.
and arbequina
Perdón.
olive oil from Andalucía.
Vale. Y lo hemos emulsionado
We've emulsified the
Sí.
tomato in the olive oil.
y lo hemos filtrado por una estamiña para dejarlo muy fino.
We passed it through a strainer to make sure that it's smooth.
Y la textura esta, es una textura densa y cremosa como una pasta fina.
So we wanted a very fine paste, a very dense, creamy texture.
Vale. Normalmente lo ponemos en la temporada, como en invierno, marida perfectamente con la trufa blanca, una maravilla. El tomate RAF
So
con
normally
la
it's
trufa.
served in the same season with the white truffles, which is a fantastic flavor pairing.
Sí. Vale. Y normalmente pues le ponemos toques marinos, me gusta
So
mucho.
normally we add touches of the sea.
Le hemos puesto una almeja cruda,
So this is a raw clam,
le vamos a poner unas alguitas,
a couple of different types of seaweed,
sí. Le vamos a poner otras alguitas,
another kind of seaweed.
sí. Ayer lo pudieron probar en el mercado, la verdad que gustó muchísimo. Sí.
So yesterday you were able to try this in the marketplace.
Unas perlitas de aceite,
A couple of olive oil pearls,
¿vale? Unas florecitas también,
a couple of borage
de
flowers,
borraja, ¿vale? Vale. Y allí le pongo muchas más cosas marinas, muchos más toques marinos que aquí no lo he podido conseguir.
So in the
muy-
restaurant we put a
es muy
lot
lo-
more different
Es muy local
pieces from the sea,
y termino con el poquito de trufa, ¿vale?
and finish it with a little bit of truffle.
Y si ayer probaron el tomate, es muy elegante y dulce, es muy fino, entonces voy buscando contrastes salinos.
So
¿vale?
yesterday, if you
Plaf,
tried
plaf.
the tomato, it's very sweet, very elegant. So all of the garnishes are salty to sort of contrast.
Vale, y es un plato que todos los años lo modifico un poco, pero siempre la crema con el tomate de temporada, está ahí al lado.
So this is a dish that is constant throughout the year, except for the type of tomato, which varies through the seasons, and the garnishes that are added on top.
Y lo vuelvo a poner todas las temporadas porque le encanta a la gente, un
So
plato
every
muy,
season
muy
it comes
triunfador.
back because people love it.
Listo.
Ready.
Vale. Ahora vamos a empezar con el salmonete con oxidaciones de vino de Jerez.
So now we're going to start with a red mullet cooked in sherry vinegar.
Vale, y lo primero lo hemos embolsado, ahora explico todo, pero lo vamos a poner a cocinar.
So it's vacuum sealed and put in a circulator.
Vale. Y voy a explicar lo que hago.
So I'm going to explain what I do.
Vale. Supongo que conocen los vinos de Jerez, lo que es.
So you may be familiar with sherry wine.
Son vinos muy... ¡Uy! Vale, son vinos muy aromáticos, vienen de uva blanca y son vinos que oxidamos.
So these are
Se
very,
oxidan
very
para hacerlo.
aromatic wines that come from white grapes that are oxidized.
Y son los vinos del flamenco.
They are the flamenco wines.
El fino, la manzanilla, el vino del flamenco.
Okay, so the fino and the
No
manzanilla.
el Rioja, no.
So they come.
No, Rioja, Ribera, no.
They don't come from
Manzanilla,
Rioja. They don't come
andaluza.
from anywhere. They come from here.
Muy bien, pues le voy a explicar la técnica. Le voy a montar rápido porque esto se
So we're going to
termina.
explain the technique first.
Limpiamos el salmonete, me ha costado mucho trabajo.
Clean the mullet is very, very taxing.
¿Dónde están las telas? ¿Las telitas? ¿No están? Bueno, es igual. Y mojamos, una técnica mía, cortamos dos telas y la mojamos en manzanilla y la otra en amontillado.
So we take two, basically
Ábrelo.
paper towels, soak them in two different types of sherry, and add them on two different parts of the mullet.
Todo. Vale, entonces lo que consigo es que cuando lo pongo en el plato, empieza a comer salmonete, tiene gusto a manzanilla primero y luego le cambia a un vino oxidado como es el amontillado y mucho más salino.
So what that gives us is, at the beginning, when you're eating this plate, you get the flavor of the manzanilla sherry first, and then as you eat the mullet, the flavor changes to a more oxidized sherry.
Claro, con las telas lo que consigo es que el vino no se expanda. Si lo metiera, se iría por todos sitios.
So with the towels, we accomplish that the flavor doesn't migrate around. It all stays in specific parts of the fish.
Primero manzanilla, después amontillado.
So first the manzanilla, and then later the amontillado
Claro,
sherry.
es muy sorprendente.
It's very surprising.
Vale, luego otra cosa que hacemos es ponerle todos los aromas
So then we add all the
de los
aromas
vinos de Jerez, que es,
from the sherry wine.
sí, aceituna,
Olive,
ay, naranja,
orange,
pimienta,
pepper,
sí, almendra,
almond,
bueno, esta ya le he dicho, la pimienta,
pepper again. So these are all the aromas of sherry.
vale, y unas pasas que hemos hecho con una esferificación
So these are raisins,
de
quote
vino,
unquote, that we've done with spherification
y lo hemos
of
metido
the
en
wine
azúcar,
itself.
pero es vino.
And they have a lot of sugar, but it's mainly the wine.
Sí, quería traer este plato porque es tierra de vinos, entonces para mí no hay nada más representativo de España que los vinos de Jerez.
So he wanted to bring this dish from the land of wines, and there's nothing more representative of where he comes from than
Vale,
the sherry wine.
y lo hemos cocinado a 50, eso sí lo he dicho, a los 50 grados para no estropear el vino. Lo cocinamos a 50 grados el salmonete, solo 50 grados, son 124...
So the mullet is cooked at 50 degrees Celsius, which is 124 degrees Fahrenheit.
Vale. Y porque voy buscando dejar el vino, no quiero cocinar con vino, sino es un aroma, es como ponerle trufa al tomate, igual le pongo vino sin cocinar y al arroz, que es un arroz que hago con hígados de salmonete, puerro y hongos y un caldo de salmonetes tostados.
So the idea is
Muy
to
potente.
cook with the wine at a low temperature so the aroma stays around and doesn't die. And then it's a rice with mushrooms, the liver of the mullet, and a cherry as well, and also a stock made of the mullet itself.
Vale, y entonces este lo termino con el vino más potente y más viejo, que es
So it's finished with the strongest flavored cherry wine,
palo cortado, pero le pongo muy poca cantidad,
Which is
solo
called palo
para
cortado.
para un aroma.
and just add a tiny amount just for the aroma.
Entonces es un plato muy sensorial porque llega aquí, tienes todos los aromas del Jerez, el pescado está sutilmente cocinado. Ya.
It's a very, very aromatic, sensorial experience because you smell the aromas of the sherry, you taste the flavors of the fish.
Muy bien, el plato casi está terminado, no puedo terminar porque no tengo tiempo, pero les espero a todos en Andalucía,
So
en
this is
España.
basically it. We don't have time to add everything, but we hope to see you in Andalucía.
Gracias. Thank you.
So our next chef is also coming, I don't have the map of Spain, but he's also coming from Andalucía, but from a different sea. He's located on the left part of Andalucía, which means another sea, another ocean. He's by the Atlantic. So they have the same vision of food, but he's focused on, he's got total different products, different fish. He says he's got the best white prawns, the best choco, the best cuttlefish. You know, we always have the best. He's been awarded last year with a Michelin star, and is the only Michelin star in the whole province. You know, Michelin stars are very hard in Spain. It's like 3 here, 2 or 3. I mean, it's really hard to get a Michelin star. His restaurant is located in a marshland, a marisma. It's in a beautiful surround. I think it's a must to go and visit him because it's a privileged area of Spain. So he's only 100 meters from the sea. He's very near to the sea, and the fish is caught also very near. They don't go by boat fishing for the day, but they catch very near. In 100 meters, they can already get fish. But his background is self-touch. He's been working in the kitchen always, and he went to visit other chefs, but Arthak is the one that represents most the idea of the good restaurant that he's been working at. He says cuttlefish is his pet, and he brought it with him. You know, he's got a big cuttlefish, and what he's going to do today is to make a dish about cuttlefish with Asian techniques. So please, Xanty Elías. Xanty.
So listen? Okay, hello. I'm Xanty Elías. Thank you for coming and thank you for inviting me. Voy a hablar en español y me van a traducir para que me entiendan mucho mejor.
I'm going to talk in Spanish and we're going to be translating so that you can understand me much better.
Necesito poner las imágenes, por favor,
I need
para
to put
ponerlas
the
desde el
slides up,
principio.
please.
Bueno, hoy vamos a hablar un poco de dónde venimos, de mi casa.
So today we're going to talk a little bit of where I'm from, where I come from.
Acantum nace hace tan solo 5 años.
Cantum is only 5 years old.
Y está en un lugar único en el mundo donde las marismas ceden de alguna manera. Ese es un ecosistema que facilita el trabajo a los cocineros.
It's in a unique place in the world where marshland gives us a very unique set of ingredients to work with.
Intentamos acoger a todos nuestros clientes envolviéndolos en ese lugar tan increíble del mundo, ¿no?
We try to involve all of our clients in this very unique place and bring them into it in our restaurant.
Un lugar en el cual viven diferentes tipos de animales, en este caso marinos, que son los que más nos emocionan a nosotros, a los cocineros.
It's a place where a lot of different animals live, and in this case we're talking about marine animals, which are very interesting to us.
Y de alguna manera, mi casa, ahí les tengo para que las vean, tiene un símbolo muy característico que es la A con tilde de Acantum.
So our restaurant has a very specific symbol, which is the A with an accent from Acantum.
Y este es mi mascota, el Choco.
And this is my pet, the cuttlefish.
Aquí tenemos uno, por si lo
here we have
quieren
one.
enfocar,
So if you want to take a look.
donde en este caso vemos la parte de los interiores
So now we can see all the insides.
y vemos una parte donde vamos a trabajar, que lo vamos a abrir ahora directamente para que lo vean,
So this is the part that we're going to be working with, so we'll open it right now so you can see,
donde encontramos el hígado,
where we find the liver
¿vale? Y los óvulos,
and the roe.
¿ok? Toda esta zona son los óvulos.
This whole area is the roe.
Intentamos buscar la forma de poder evolucionar un producto que normalmente se utiliza con muy poca elaboración.
So we're trying to find a way to evolve an ingredient, a product that's usually used very simply.
Normalmente se pone con harina y se echa directamente en aceite y se fríe.
Normally it's dredged
Choco
in
frito.
flour and fried directly after.
Y nosotros intentábamos pues hacer de alguna manera algo que nos emocionara y nos emocionaba muchísimo el acento.
And so we wanted to do something that would excite us, and what excites us a lot is the accent.
Y empezamos a investigar y dimos con una forma de cómo hacer que la A estuviera presente en nuestro menú.
And so we started to do some research and try to find ways that the A could be present in our menu.
Y lo hacemos con una masa,
And so we do it with a batter,
¿vale? Muy sencilla, con harina de garbanzo, harina de trigo,
Very simple.
agua y huevo.
very simple, with garbanzo flour, wheat flour, garlic, and egg.
Look at this, okay? Well, esta es la A de Acantum,
So this is the A of Acantum.
¿ok? ¿Se ve? First, primero en aceite,
So first, it's dipped in oil,
después en la masa
and then to the batter,
y volvemos después al aceite.
and then again to the oil to fry.
Lo que buscamos es hacer una especie de molde con esta forma
So what we did was we made a type of mold with the form of the A
y hacerlo muy crujiente, muy crujiente,
to make it very, very crispy,
para después sacarlo directamente
so that afterwards we can take it off,
del hierro candente y muy caliente.
take off of the iron brand.
¿Ok?
It's very, very hot.
Es muy fácil. Lo más difícil es buscar el que te haga la A de hierro.
It's very easy to make. The hardest thing is to find somebody who will make you an A brand.
Después rellenamos con una crema de queso autóctone de allí, que son de cabra, con un toque de yuzu, mucha acidez.
So we fill the A with a cheese that's from the area with a little bit of yuzu juice for a little bit of acidity.
Tenemos la A. Y ahora nos faltaba el acento.
So now we're missing the accent.
Buscábamos la forma del color rojo
We're looking for a way to get the red color
de nuestro logotipo.
of the logo.
Investigando nos dimos cuenta de que había recetas orientales con calamar
So doing a lot of research, it looked like there was Eastern recipes that used squid
y con un toque como muy rosáceo, rosita, vamos.
that ended up with a very pink color.
¿Ok? Entonces, ¿cómo transformar algo blanco,
So how do we transform something white,
que es la manta del choco,
which is the steak of the cuttlefish?
en algo rojo sin que fuera un mero colorante?
How do we turn that red without just adding some food coloring?
Y empezamos a trabajar fermentando el animal.
And so we started to work with fermenting the cuttlefish.
Pues ahora, cuando hicimos muchas pruebas, casi un año haciendo pruebas, nos dimos cuenta de que había un pimiento que soltaba mucho color.
So after a year of research, we figured out that there's one specific pepper that let off a lot of color.
Y conseguimos transformar esto tan blanco en esto tan rojo.
And we figured out how to turn this thing, which is so white, into this thing, which is so red.
Y el tiempo que nos dejamos son 42 días. Es el plato más raro que se van a encontrar hoy seguro en todo el Congreso.
So we leave this to ferment for 42 days, and this is definitely the weirdest dish you're going to see in the whole Congress.
Bueno, en este caso, poníamos una tilde del tamaño de la propia A.
So we're cutting a accent that's the size of the A that we fried before.
Y este era el comienzo del menú.
And this was the beginning of the menu.
¿Ok? Ese es el plato terminado. Ahora nosotros vamos a evolucionar
So now we're going to evolve.
ese plato de
This
una manera
plate, this
diferente.
dish,
Porque
into something
veíamos
different.
que la tilde, que era realmente lo que más emocionaba, la textura tan cremosa y tan suave, era demasiado pequeña.
So we figured out that the accent, the thing that was the most exciting, was too small with this iteration.
Y buscamos la forma de incluir también más partes del choco.
So we wanted to find ways to include even more parts of the cuttlefish.
Y usamos la tinta.
So we used the ink.
Pero claro, ¿cómo usar la tinta siendo un ingrediente que realmente tenga protagonismo, que tenga personalidad dentro del plato?
So how do we use the ink in a way that actually has a strong role to play in the dish?
Y buscábamos, pues, en este caso, mezclarlo con un toque de kimchi, que es la misma elaboración que nos había servido de orientación para fermentar el choco.
So we ended up mixing the ink with a little bit of kimchi, which was the inspiration for the original way that we fermented the steak of the cuttlefish.
Lo cocinamos con parte del kimchi,
We
¿de
cook
acuerdo?
it with a little bit of the kimchi,
Con un poco de cebolla muy caramelizada,
with a little bit of very, very heavily caramelized onion.
¿vale? Y lo que hacemos después es preparar un molde de nuestra propia A,
So then we made a mold of our A logo.
¿ok? Y vamos a echar directamente el molde en la A.
So we're going to add directly to the mold the A.
Mucho tacto y muy despacio.
So very slowly with a spatula.
Here we go. Pueden aplaudir.
Yeah, you
Más ganas,
you can
hombre.
applaud.
Un poquito
Please
de...
applaud.
No quede ya media.
Don't get caught in the middle.
¿Podemos pedir un voluntario?
Can we ask for a volunteer?
¿Alguien que no le guste el crudo, por ejemplo? Que no le guste el crudo.
So,
Si le gusta
somebody
el
who,
crudo,
who doesn't like raw stuff?
ok. Venga, one. Ok.
Bravo.
And now finish the dish. Con la tilde terminamos en este caso el plato y presentamos antes y después.
So-
es la forma que tenemos de hacerlo.
So with the accent, we finish the dish and we present before and after.
¿Preparado?
Are you ready?
¿Seguro? ¿Seguro? Seguro. No hay marcha atrás.
Are you sure?
No
There's
hay
no way
marcha
back.
atrás.
There is no way back.
Ok. Puedes cogerlo y
You can
untar
grab it
directamente en la salsa.
And drag it through the sauce.
¿Vale? And then, cuando des dos bocados, smile. Smile. Es muy importante. The camera, please. Smile, ¿ok? Take it. This. Okay. Yeah. Es una parte muy divertida del menú, ¿ok?
It's a really fun part of the menu
Porque cuando empieza la gente no está preparada para sabores muy fuertes.
because when you start, people aren't usually ready for very, very strong flavors.
Smile, please. Here we go. Es algo que parece, ¿ok? Wait. Your name? Jeffrey. Nice to meet you, Antonio. Okay. Thank you. Es un plato tremendamente sencillo a la hora de trabajarlo y hacerlo,
It's a very simple dish to put together and plate.
pero en Acantum, si pueden poner la diapositiva también, por favor.
So if we could have the slides, please.
Este animal, el choco, tiene muchísima importancia para nosotros.
So in Acantum, the cuttlefish has a lot of importance for us.
En el menú hay 2-3 platos de 18
So 2 or 3 out of 18 dishes on the menu.
y en 18 platos es muy difícil no cansar y mantener siempre muy vivo y muy emocional al cliente.
So with that many dishes, it's very hard to keep the client engaged and active.
Buscamos, al igual que que todos los productos sean territorio cero y que sean, a ser posible, si no de Huelva, de Andalucía, que es nuestra tierra de verdad.
So we try to make it so that all of the products, all the ingredients come from ground zero, from the zone that we're in, which is Huelva.
Hacer comer normalmente a clientes andaluces con productos andaluces y que sigan manteniendo esa tensión, esa sorpresa, cada día se hace más difícil.
So to make Andalusian food for Andalusian people and to have them still be engaged and surprised and have tension and anticipation is the
María
goal.
José dice que sí, que sí, que sí.
She says yes.
Anyway, I forgot to say that he lives in the land of Iberico ham. You know, Andalucía is the land of the Iberico ham. So they are so lucky. They need to do these things to pay
Y
attention.
buscamos de alguna manera utilizar la diversión y la sensación de disfrutar pelos como escarpias.
So we try to find ways to include fun and ways to bring people enjoyment so that, you know, they get goosebumps.
Para que los clientes empiecen a emocionarse desde el minuto uno, ¿no?
So that they start to get excited from the first minute.
Muy sencillo, muy fácil, pero esperamos que todo aquel que quiera probarlo, que venga al workshop después porque vamos a liar la parda.
Very simple, very straightforward. But anybody who wants to try this, come to the workshop afterwards because we're going to get into it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very good. So our next chef is going to be Sergio Andreu. Sergio Andreu is an industrial designer, but he wasn't happy being an industrial designer. He decided to open a restaurant 5 years ago. Open a restaurant with 6,000 euros, I think he's got in his pocket. He started working with his wife and tried to make it little tiny tapas bar called Pepita. So this is a genius of the industry coming to the kitchen, which is very interesting because his food is creativity, precision, and freedom to do whatever he wants. He's not a chef, so he can do whatever he wants. That's the concept of his place, as he told me. We are talking from tapas to degustation menu, but he's staying on a tapas bar. He's happy with that. And they are so successful that they went from 2 people, his wife and himself, into 25 employees today. And they opened a new place called Cava in Barcelona. So we are again in the Mediterranean coast, again with the fish, again with Mediterranean diet. But please enjoy Sergio Andreu, the way he explains his food. He's amazing and really trendy and very successful in Barcelona. Welcome, Andreu.
So hello everyone. Muchas gracias, María José, for these really nice words. Well, today I won't tell you about a dish that we have been doing from the beginning of our restaurant, and now I cannot change these tapas because our clients will kill me. So you can see the importance of these tapas. Before that, I would like to introduce Sofia. She's my business partner, and she's my wife. She's wonderful, and she wants. now she's wonderful, and now she's totally red. So she wants to tell you a few words about our restaurant and show you a video. It's not working.
Thank you, my dear.
Come here.
Thank you. And thanks to all of you for joining us today. It's very special and it's an honor. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to La Pepita. Welcome.
Well, we need the video now. Okay.
Thank you very much. I hope you got a little bit of the charm because I promise you that was a normal night that the cameras show up. It's a friend of us, and we tried to share with you. We did this video to present you a little bit that you get how it's to get to spend the night with us in La Pepita, and that's what we are. La Pepita is a tapas bar, is a familiar restaurant, and as a family, so we want you to feel as family friends. We are aware that without you, we don't exist, and that's very important for us. La Pepita, it is, right?
It is.
Vale. In La Pepita, everything happens by chance. I mean, we don't plan. It's about the clients that they do what you just saw on the video. But it happens for a reason. It's it's a very clear reason. What we want to transmit you is our idea, our vision of the traditional tapas bar. And what we want to transmit you as well is that you enjoy around the table, having fun with your friends, trying amazing, different, creative tapas, especially tapas with a twist, but tapas based on the most popular and the most traditional tapas, local tapas from the Mediterranean, from Catalonia, and from all over the Spain as well. Tapas, for example, as the fried calamari with the kimchi mayonnaise. So traveling to Korea, we convert or reconvert a ham croquette to very important croquette. We call it Vic, covering it by Iberian ham, of course, from the land of these people, and also from my family's land. And we travel with the anchovy, for example, the anchovy from La Scala to the Patagonia, where it meets with dulce de leche. And exactly. And the interning star of today, the sea bream. So I leave you with the sea bream. I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much.
So now time is flying, so I'm gonna be really quick. There are a lot of things to explain. I'm gonna be really quick. So, this tapas is a marinated sea bream, okay, with strawberries, spinach, basil, piquillo pepper, and pine nuts. A lot of things. So for me, the most important thing in this tapas is the marinade. Okay, here the marinade I use a lot of fresh herbs like coriander, rosemary, fresh oregano, basil, lemon thyme, lemon as well, lime, ginger, and lemongrass. Also, I add spices. Here, okay, we have black pepper, pink pepper, fennel, and coriander. So, we need all these ingredients, and vinegar, salt, and water. Every 1 part of vinegar, 2 parts of water. We mix all together, the herbs and the spices with the vinegar, and we add boiling water, hot water. Now we need to infuse. Normally I use this marinade after 3 days. So the fish is sea bream. We just need to clean the fish, okay, and cut it in small pieces. This is very important when we are talking about tapas because we need to share all the dishes. So it's very important to work or to make dishes with bite size, okay? In this case, you can see. So we just introduce the sea bream in the marinade and let it sit for 12 hours. After these 12 hours, this is the result. The sea bream is perfectly cooked. Okay? So to go with the sea bream, we make a basil. We have here basil and walnut oil. It's really easy to do. We just blanch the basil, okay? We cool it, and we blend with the walnuts and some oil. And another thing, we serve this dish with the result. I want to show you the color because it's really really nice. Okay, this is the color. This is the basil, and it's all natural. It's all the color are natural. So to go with we need piquillo pepper. This is a very typical pepper in Spain. Usually it's in conserve. So to make another sauce, piquillo pepper sauce or cream, we need to caramelize the sugar. We need to saute to caramelize the sugar and intensify its flavor. So just we blend, we strain, and this is the result. Okay, I want to tell you something about the marinade. I use a lot this marinade. Maybe for you it's very, well, if I add to this marinade sugar, I used to use this marinade to make vegetables and fruit pickles. So it's very, I use a lot this marinade. Also in Spain, it's different because it's normally with garlic and paprika, but we have a marinade that is called bien me sabe, that means literally good taste, or taste good, no? So it's, you can imagine, no? We change a bit this marinade, and we create our own marinade with a lot of fresh ingredients. So, just to finish the dish. Okay. We have fresh strawberries. Fresh, fresh spinach, strawberries, and pine nuts. I use a lime vinaigrette. No need to explain this because it's just zest and lime juice mixed with oil. And that's it. We have the fish, we have everything. So I want to show you the dish. So we make a bed with the spinach. This is a tapas really fresh. It's also good for if you are doing a diet, you know, because it's really hypocaloric. So we make this bed. We sauce with the basil oil. Place the serum. Then we at some point, not too much, just a little bit. Just a little bit of piquillo. The strawberry. Voila. Finally, pine nuts. And we dress with the lime vinaigrette. Now I realize that I forgot, I think maybe my favorite ingredient, that is chive. So I love chive. I don't know why. It's not here, but okay. I need. I don't know why, but I need always to finish my dishes with a touch of chive, no? So we have to imagine the chive. So this is the, maybe here, no, it's better. This is the tapas, the tapa, sorry. Well, as I said, this is it's really fresh. You know, Barcelona, we have a good weather like here. So the summer, or not the summer, but maybe we don't have winter. Well, we have only 2 months. So that was a summer tapas we created a long time ago. And now I don't change these tapas in winter because my client maybe will kill me. Yeah, that was her fault. Because normally this is for summer, okay? Now I have to find, normally in winter we do the same tapa with orange because we don't have strawberry, so we have to change just a bit. So for me it's a really interesting, really interesting combination of flavors. We have fruit, we have the piquillo, we have the marinated. This marinade is really good. Well, it's, as I said, really fresh, no? Really fresh and really easy to share and really, well, it's a star. In our restaurant, it's a star, these tapas. So now, please, let Sofia say another few words just for finish. So thank you very much. That was my part.
Sofia, I think you have to talk about the name of La Pepita because this is very funny. Yes. Maybe you don't know what Pepito is. Pepito is the diminutive of José, Pepe, Pepito, and it's a sandwich. It's a little sandwich with beef inside. Some of the menus of José Andrés have Pepito and Ferran Adrià. So they try to make Pepita, which is the female part of the Pepito. And this is the funny thing about the name of the restaurant. Am I right?
You are very right. Thank you very much, Maria Jose. And I really look forward to your visit to try our pepita. Coming back to our dish, I hope you liked it, and I hope it made you feel like trying it. It's also very light, very easy for before summer, bikini operation that we call in Spain. And tomorrow at the marketplace, at the Catalonian stand, we will be serving it as a tasting. So we wait for you tomorrow to try the cebas. Please, I hope you agree with me and you will kill Sergio if he takes out from the menu. And just to conclude, because I think we're running out of time as always, I would like to insist on the atmosphere, on how people made La Pepita, not only us. They even wrote all over the walls. That doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter the style, as it doesn't matter for us. We don't take reservations and everybody's welcome. We don't mind the budget, we don't mind the style. We mind that they enjoy, and especially we mind on Sergio's kitchen, since in Spain, not like here, everybody's hungry around 9:30. So a lot of organization, as you could tell from these few minutes, I think. He's very organized, he's very fast, he likes the tapas all together to be mixed in bites, to be shared, that's the way we like our guests, our family, friends, to enjoy our place. And just to conclude, finally, at the end, what we do is Sergio cooks, and I welcome people, I welcome you, as we like to eat and as we like to be treated. And that's more than a job. We are lucky to say that that's a pleasure. That's
our life.
That's our life.
And we love it. Queda súper bien.
So we keep in Catalonia, and I think you all know by now where Girona is. Who of you know where Girona is? Only one? Oh my God. Girona too. I'm surprised about that. We have to arrange it. Can I get the map back? So Girona is the place where El Bulli was born. Rosas is in Girona, and now we have Selle de Can Roca, meant to be the first restaurant in the world, is also located there. This means this is a place, a part of Spain, where everything started almost 20 years ago, the big revolution of Spanish gastronomy. So Mateu Casañas, together with his partners, Eduard Charruc and Oriol Castro, after working 17 years together with Ferran Adrià and Albert, they were the team that developed the whole thing about El Bulli. They keep in Catalonia, and they open a little restaurant called Compartir, which means to share. So they decide to make the things they knew, make it as tapas, to share. That was the beginning of the story, very near where they were before. But after they were so successful there, you know, they're so far away. People are going to El Bulli, but they also went to Compartir. But they decide to open in Barcelona, another place that is called Disfrutar. This means enjoy. So they went back to the roots. They brought tapas again into a degustation menu. That's what they do now. And the first year they open, they get a Michelin star like this. They may get a few. So I'm very happy to introduce you to Mateu Casañas, which is really, really one of the top chefs in Spain now. Thank you, Mateu.
Good afternoon, everybody. He put me a little bit pressure with these words. But in the beginning, we want to say thanks to the CIA, because they believe that there are some restaurants in Spain, in our region, that can come here to explain our projects, that it's the same to come here to explain our dreams. Everyone in his restaurant try to do the best, and we are the same one. We are not sure if it's the best one or the worst one, but it's our way. And everyone in his house try to do the best, and it's enough for us. Okay. In 2011, Maria Jose explained it a little bit. Ferran and Julie, they closed the restaurant. They decided to do it like this. And we have always the same idea than Eduard, Oriol, and me, that we can build one project for us, and we tried to do it, and it's just the situation that we need it. The buoy is closed. We finally our season there. It's far away from a long time, for 17 years, and we start to find it our way, where we go to working in the professional life, and we decide to go to Cadaqués. It's a little town in the north in the Catalonia, and we try to do it a simple restaurant, not a simple in the offer, in the recipes or in the food, but yes, it's a seasonal place that we work just for 2 or 3 months every year in the season, in the summer, sorry. And in the winter, we have time to thinking about what are we finding, okay? It's really important when you need to start a project, and we believe in this, that you need to sit down in a table and thinking about all the possibilities that you can find it in your way, on your path, and later decide which one is your objective, and don't move any centimeters on right or on left, and go decided straight on, okay, to finding the big objective. And the big one is to be happy, all the people that want to come in our houses. Nowadays, in Compartir, in Cadaqués, and in 2014, when we decide that we are ready to do another step in our professional life, we decide to go to Barcelona. Between the Bulli and Disfrutar, why we work in Cadaqués, just is the reason. We need to think about what we're finding, and we are sure that we find it, and we started in Disfrutar. In Disfrutar is just a reason that we offer the tasting menu. In Cadaqués, we have the carta with the main course and second courses. In Disfrutar, we put all the offer in 3 different menus. We work with the Disfrutar menu, around 15, 17 different plates. We work with a festival menu with around 20 different plates. And later we find it the Menú del Día, that we have 25, 28 different plates. We open for lunchtime and for dinner time every day, Tuesday to Saturday, and we do around 50 or 55 guests every service. This one mixed with a tasting menu, it's you can understand, it's a really hard work, and this is the reason that in 2012 we start 4 persons in the company, and nowadays we are 65 employees working really hard between Compartir and Barcelona, and we are inside. And these employees, they work really hard with us because maybe or sure that we believe in the same dream. It's like this. We are trying to do our way, our road, and with our style. And in Disfrutar, we can find it this one. Big team that work in the same direction with a great idea. I show you the video from Disfrutar, and you can understand a little bit more the local and the restaurant, please. Okay. Okay, it's just 5 minutes from our restaurant, but we're thinking that you can be sure, or you can do a great idea that we are doing there, okay? Okay, the restaurant is opened today, and we have some tools working there. Eduard and Oriol is working really hard there today. And I bring 2 recipes by video, and I explain you something, special things to understand a little bit more what are we doing and why we do like this, okay? Podemos con el vídeo, Oliveras. Puede quitar la música, eh? Okay, we think that the tradition is the essential from the things. In any house, we do a modern cuisine with our moms or our grandmothers, but it's essential to have the first step to understand or try to do something different. In this case, we work with a really, really important product that we have in Spain, that is olives, okay? We take the olives, we mix it, and we do a juice from olives. It's just like this. We added a little bit from the Xanty gum, just to do a little bit more texture, that we can find it just from the water. And we will keep it in some molds with olive form. In the same time, we do orange juice, a great combination that we can find it in the Mediterranean cuisine, too in the Arabian or the north of the work with red Sanguina orange, that is a really, really, really nice product, really typical in the Mediterranean region and in Italy too, but from the Mediterranean. And we work with this combined to do 2 olives. One is a green one, and the other one is the black one. With the green one, we just find it the olive juice that we added the Xanty gum to do a little bit more texture, and we will keep in the freezer to be hard, and we can work together to do another pass, another step. Here we have the orange olives, okay, just with orange juice and the olive juice. And this is the proof that we, with traditional products, with good products, with proximity products, we can do really different recipes. And to find it something more that not just the action to eat something, sino move a little bit our minds and our emotions when you eat it, and to build another experience with a tasting menu. It's really, really, really important. Then you go in a restaurant. In this case, we speak for our home. You need to start to live sensations from the first time, from at the end when you leave the restaurant. In this case, we have the black ones that we find it the orange juice inside, and we find it the green ones.